And I'm back for another streaming session. Why? Because I can. And because stupid things, when they occur in this game, I really want them documented. So, I figure if if I'm running the stream, it records, and then uh, whoops, before Twitch destroys them, I can transfer them to YouTube and have them sitting there so people can see some of the things that they may experience. The controls in this game are broken. I mean, no matter what I do, you can go in and confirm 1,000 times that that control is set for that. You can go in and confirm it's not conflicting and it's not set for something else. You can then use that control and it may work at like binding a camera view in the cockpit. And then the next time you fly, you go in and confirm nothing's changed. It doesn't work. This is what I experienced in this game. So yeah, your experience may vary. In any case, I like to fly, and this is as close as I can get to flying right now. So, or maybe for the foreseeable future or the rest of my life, who knows? But the fact is I try to work around the bugs because the game is good when it works. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and completely trash the game. The game is good when it works. When it works is the operative phrase, because so often you get in and you need certain controls to work, like resetting and going back to your normal view when you're looking around, so you can quickly switch back to scan your instruments, and it doesn't want to do it. And you go in and nothing's changed, and it should be doing it, but it just won't do it. The game has decided it's not going to work. I find that in many aspects of this game. I'm just throwing it out there. Controls, there's other aspects, the bugs, as is shown in some of my videos that will be taken down soon from Twitch, but have been transferred to my YouTube channel, and the link is on Twitch if anybody wants to go see them. So you can see I'm not making this up. The bugs with the career mode. But I like the career mode. I like the game in general. I like what it can be. I like what it should be. I like what it could be if the devs would do it, if Oboe and Micro crap would get off their butts and fix this. But the problem is I ran into some of these same control issues in the past in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, but they seem to get mostly ironed out, and for the most part, you could find something that worked. And I'm using an Xbox controller because I'm too lazy to use the yoke. I don't want to use it right now. So, and this is on Xbox, so it should work. And my controller, there's no issue with my controller. It works in any other game. But in this game, this game is, even if you took away all of the bad AI language, the repetitive comments, the wrong stressing of words, hello, Captain, we're going to fly today, that kind of stuff, even if you took all that away, or even if you kept all that, if the bindings would work, if the most important part, in my opinion, of this game is having bindings that are reliable, key bindings, controller bindings, etc. And I don't know about the keyboard and mouse because I'm not flying a flight sim with a keyboard and mouse. I can barely stand doing it with a controller. I just don't want to use the yoke because it requires a whole setup, and I don't feel like dealing with it right now. So I use an Xbox controller, the Elite V2. If the controls would at least work, if they would be consistent, reliable. Right now, they are a broken mess, in my opinion. They're inconsistent, they are unreliable, and that makes for hard gameplay. And that's just me, whatever. But I figure if it's recording, as I said, I record as I play sometimes just to do it. It doesn't hurt anything. I let Twitch throw it up there. They save a copy. I can download a copy if I need it. I can send a copy to YouTube. It frees up my hard drive, and I can export it to YouTube without much issues, which I like the way that Twitch has that set up. As long as you're linked to YouTube, you can export it. And then it's always backed up, even when Twitch decides that they want to just, delete my crap, which is fine. but things have happened in the past couple gameplays that I haven't been recording that I really wish I had been recording so people could see some of the brokenness, the inconsistencies, the unreliability of controls, etc. In any case, I'm just going to play my... I finally got to the point where I could start my own company. And oh, and by the way, I had to look up on Google how to buy a damn plane. I had to look up on Google because I had no idea. I'm like, I don't see anything here. And then, you know, I went down here and I didn't even think that I need to go to here. And then I need to go to down to manage company. And then I need to go to buy aircraft. And this dude keeps repeating the same crap. We've already been through all this, sir. I don't need to hear it anymore. I understand. So I bought a used Cessna 172 Skyhawk with the G1000 in it. You know, whatever. So I can do missions and build up my own company.
You have your own business and your own aircraft to fly.
Let's listen to this guy again.
The choice is yours. You can continue to take missions as an employee, where the payouts are lower, but you don't have to worry about aircraft maintenance.
Yeah.
Or you can head out as a freelancer, where the rewards are higher, but the buck stops with you.
I didn't buy a plane for nothing. Start a company for nothing.
You can now switch between employee and freelancer missions via the panel in the top left corner.
I could actually do that before. I just didn't have a plane to do them. So I'm setting freelancer. I think my plane is located... Yeah, my plane's over here. So, aircraft needed. Yeah, I know. So I have to transfer my aircraft or go down there and somehow and fly it. What happens if I transfer it? I bought the cheapest insurance I could get, 510 credits per flight hour, because the rest of this just didn't seem right to me. I can't believe I'd be making money with that in the beginning, with either of these options. Maintenance, everything's landing gear. It says to maintain. Jesus. Well, I guess I'll be broke, but I guess I've got delegated maintainer. I don't need to repaint it. I don't want to sell it. Hold up. I think I bought this aircraft for like $23,000. Are you telling me I can sell it for $171,000? That just doesn't seem right to me. Man, if I do this, let's see what happens. Now, I don't have an aircraft, but let's go to buy aircraft. Used. Wait. Did I unlock new yet? Yeah, I didn't have that unlocked. It was telling me I couldn't. Holy shite. Yeah, let's not do that. That's a little expensive. God, now I won't be able to find another Cessna 17. Ooh. Oh my God. I just screwed myself. Oh my God, why did I do that? I knew there was be an issue. God. Well, you know, I guess I'll be buying that back. But I still made some money off of it. Is that where I'm at? Yeah. So So I'm back up to 30,000. So basically, I bought a plane for 23. Then I got the mechanic, and I was down to a couple hundred credits. Then I sold the plane for 100 and whatever it was. And then I bought another used and still ended out with a net profit of about 30.6, 30.5K credits. I believe that's an oversight on their part. And I don't understand what happens with the whole crew available thing, but I don't think I'm gonna and that's where you lose money. That's where I need to maintain. Now watch me get up in the air and flight controls, brake, or electrical system, landing gear, engine. I guess I'll get to practice my engine failure, emergency, landing, aviate, navigate, best glide. What was it? If the engine's still spinning, then I know it's not locked up. I'll check full mixture rich, throttle in, selectors both, check both magnetos, see if I can get it started. In the meantime, find a place to keep looking for a place to put it down. When I realize I can't get it started, turn off all the fuel, mixture out, throttle out, selectors off if there's an option, but there isn't. It's either both left or right, so I'd leave that. Make sure my seatbelt's on. Turn off the electrical system after I've squawked 7700 and made my radio calls and know I'm going in to try to reduce the risk of electrical fire with fuel. You know, things like that, if I'm remembering correctly, which I'm probably not remembering at all. And then put it down and then get the hell out if I live and if my legs are still working. All right. So I guess I'll go see about missions. Yeah. All right. See if I can well, this will make 600 credits, but I need a little bit better than that. Do I not have any transport? Jesus, you know what? I'm gonna have to do transport missions just so I can make more money. Delhi, are we in India? How much does this pay? Where's the payout? So the payout isn't in the briefing? It must be out here. I must have missed it. Oh my God, now we gotta go through this again. 3,720. That is horrible. I was making better than that than some of these other ones. What's this? Let's do this. 4130, 4,000. 4370. And that's relatively short, I guess. 5,600. 5890. Let's see if that's the top. If so, I'll take that just to make some cash. I have to work for somebody else temporarily still, I guess. So I can make some transport missions are better than flight seeing or sightseeing missions and payouts. God, I hope that... Here's the problem. When it's my plane, when I choose my plane, a lot of times it'll hold the controls that I bound better than when I use what Asobo and MicroStore, Microsoft, my bad, has for me. It's like their planes don't want to hold the settings. And then it's a pain in the ass. It really is. It's almost unplayable. Like, you can play it, but it's just so difficult. The bindings are all messed up. It doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do, and you're just like, what? It'll put you in weird camera that you don't even you can't even imagine you set up, and you know you don't. All right, let's do a walk around. Yeah, we'll remove that, and then I'd look in there and in there, and I'd run my hand up both sides of the propeller, feel for nicks, look for any fractures or any paint chipping, anything that might indicate there's a underlying problem. I've already looked in there. Pull off the static cover, the pitot. Check all the struts. Can I get underneath the wing, please? Thank you. Okay, examine the strut. It'd be hard to check the brakes on this. Move the chocks. I'd also come over. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Anyway, yeah. Then I'd do this. I'd ensure full movement. I'd check the nuts and bolts. This one I just have to look at, apparently. I forget. I'd probably check to make sure, yeah. I would have done a weights and measures or weights and balance sheet. Check full range of motion on this. Make sure it looks like everything's in there connected. Nuts and bolts. Full range of movement on this. Again, checking. Make sure everything's connected. You can't really move the rudder very well, but I would put my hands on it, feel around on it, make sure it kind of moves a little bit. You know. And then I'd walk into that, bang my head. Oh my God. Get underneath the wing. Do it. Just do it. I'm going to check this. Examine that. Okay, full range of motion. Again, checking nuts and bolts. I'd run my hand along leading edge of the wings. I'd also check in these holes. Make sure I don't see any wasp nests or anything stupid. Let's check this. What's that? Oh, the nose strut. I don't think I check that normally. I don't think I've seen that. Check in here. Look in here. Make sure there's nothing clogging the static. And then I'd get in and I'd normally turn on the stuff and check the lights, but we'll skip all that because, you know, I'd like to see if the controls are... Okay, controls are looking all right. Right now it's actually holding. And I'd check the ailerons. Check the elevators with the control, with the yoke. Check the rudder. Okay. Start up, which for me saves me time if I just do.
It's Francis.
The auto.
Now that you're all set up, let me go over the important details with you.
All right,
consumer
Francis.
goods behind you.
Okay.
Standard shipment for one of our clients based in Cuthbert.
Right.
Expected in no time at Cuthbert Randolph.
In no time, there's going to be some
Skids are designed to
time.
withstand turbulence, but it's crucial that you keep a steady flight speed and adjust to changing conditions.
Okay, I'll do that.
Let's get the cargo there secure and on time.
Aye, ma'am.
All relevant information is in your flight packet, which is uploaded on your map
Save
as a reference.
this as my default. See
Safe
if it
skies
works.
ahead.
Nope, it's not. See? God damn this fucking I swear to God. So here's what I have bound. Right button, again, it's like the modifier buttons, like the right button, the button that you press before you set whatever it is. It doesn't want to read it half the time, or it will read it and then also do what it would do if you didn't press the modifier before. For instance, I have on the controller, right button and right stick clicked in, modifier right button, right stick clicked in, is supposed to save this particular view in the cockpit. So right button, right stick in. And then right stick in is supposed to call up that camera 0 that I saved. But this is what it does. It does whatever the hell it wants. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's not doing it. It's not fucking saving. It's not working. The controls in this game are broken. Let's go in. I've tried every combination of things. It doesn't matter what you do in this game. It does what it wants to do. So if I go down here to camera, go down to cockpit camera. Actually, we can just do this. Hold on. If I go over here and I go to search by input and I press right button, right stick, that saves custom camera. Okay? Now, let's do it again. Right stick in should load custom camera. It also has to be set to reset cockpit view, or it does weird things with the camera and it throws me outside of the plane at times. It's not reliable. It's not consistent. This is what I'm trying to tell people. Sobo, you really need to fix this trash of the control scheme. It is horrible. Now, if I go down here, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, the whole scheme is just, in my opinion, just what? Just wow. Let's do this. Wow, so that takes me up there. So, okay, so I go over to tell it to search by input. You would think it would block out any actual control. But if you look at the top right, when you hit the right button, it takes you up there. So I go to search by input with this, and it also then takes me up there. This is just pure, absolute dev laziness, in my opinion. They created a trash heap. They were too lazy to do it correctly. They were too lazy to code it in a way that made sense. That's my opinion of this game's controls. And this is what you end up with. A trash heap of controls that are unreliable, inconsistent, do what they want, don't do what you want, then work properly, then decide they're not going to. That's what you get in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. This is horrible. This is worse than any other flight sim I have ever played in my life. And I have played a lot of them. This is just absolutely horrible. Jesus, man. So if I don't have reset on there, let's see what happens. Because sometimes it fixes it, and then sometimes I have to add it back. So we've removed the reset for the right stick. Let's go back here. Now let's see if it'll save. And again, this works sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. That's what I mean by inconsistent. And then it'll go back to being broken. So let's do... I'm just trying to get it lined up to where I want it. Okay, now I'm going to save it. Right button, right stick. That's that. And that's that. And it's not even recognizing that I saved it to a different... It's not even recognizing that I changed the view. For instance, I come down here, right button, right stick. That should put it to my camera 0. And as you saw, camera 0, once I do the right button, right stick, and it saves it to the custom camera 0, once I then use the right stick, it should take me back there. Let's see if it does. No, I'm using the right stick. Click, 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 click. This is what it does. This is Microsoft 2024 control settings scheme in a nutshell. It's broken. It's trash. They need to go back to the drawing board. They have not done something correctly. It is inconsistent. It is unreliable. It is a mess. I have no apologies for saying that. And I absolutely am 100% convinced it's broken trash at this point when it comes to controls. It makes the game... So I'm over here and I want to be able to quickly go back to where I want, but I can't. It puts me where the it wants. This is what Microsoft, and this is what you're buying if you buy Microsoft 2024. That's why I tell people, if you've got 2020, don't do it. Don't make the leap. Don't get 2024. It's not worth it right now. Stay with 2020. At least it's somewhat reliable and consistent. This game is not right now when it comes to controls and other things, but I'm just talking about controls today because it's really annoying me. For fuck's sakes, dude. Just wow. Let's see if I move it forward and then try it if it suddenly wants to. Okay, that's where I just set it. Down here. And nope, back up to the center again. I just... How could you release this? Asobo. Microsoft, excuse me. How could you release this like this? I'll tell you how. Because you're just trying to grab people's money. You don't care about your own product, apparently. This is horrible. God. I almost want to stop streaming just to save this section and then come back to start streaming again and actually try to play. Just so this is a small, short video, because nobody wants to watch a long video. That includes me. If you keep my attention for, what's the average? 4 to 8 minutes, 4 to 12 minutes, something like that. You know, you've done a good job. No one wants to watch, but at least it's in the beginning of the video. So if you want to stop here, you can stop here, but I'm going to be bitching about the controls. It's what I'm going to do, because there is no way that this trash heap should have been released like this. These controls. This is horrible. This is trash, in my opinion. Yeah, trash. It's like Star Citizen and their constant 50-year apparent quest to create a game that by the time they get it done, you know, there's going to be way better graphics. We're going to be on the GeForce RTX 8080 series, 8090 series of video cards. I mean, it's just, you know, no offense. I like Star Citizen. I have Star Citizen. But I also recognize for what it is. They just keep more money, more bad management, changing the, you know, what they want, and they never settle and get things done. They just keep hyping and hyping and hyping, and it's going to crash eventually. It's going to crash. It's like the stock market. It's like the housing bubble. It's going to crash eventually. People are going to realize. In any case, that's enough about Star Citizen. You know, the parts that are in there are good for the most part, I guess. But, you know, they have a bunch of issues. But, you know, that's enough about Star Citizen. Buying vehicles that aren't even made yet for hundreds of dollars and shit. Come on, people. Come on. All right, so I'm going to go back in controls and see if I can get it to do what it's supposed to do. Pardon my language. And then I have to go back in sometimes and put that reset camera back on, because it just doesn't make any sense to me. And yeah, I could be doing something wrong, but there are so many issues with it, contrary to what it says, what a logical person would believe should happen, that I'm sorry, this is not user. All of this is not user. There are a lot of issues that are just straight from the game. Where's the reset? You know what? I probably need to add these translate left and right. That's I don't even know the difference between lockable and just, you know, whatever. I guess I did have that set. That's right. I just don't have left set. Translate cockpit view right. Lockable. Translate cockpit view left. Lockable. Oh, I do. Okay. Where's the reset? So if I go back in and I put this like this, yeah, it shows a conflict. if you go in there, because I have both reset cockpit view and load custom camera 1. But when you, and you can go in and see the conflict, or load cockpit, excuse me, load custom camera 0. But when I do this, sometimes it fixes it. Like, I'm just trying to navigate their minefield of broken control bindings. Like, I feel like I feel like they sold an alpha game and they're like, here, pay us so you can test our game. And I call that bullshit. And I am absolutely disgusted by the way the controls work in this game. They are horrendous. The binding system is horrendous. It's broken. I don't care what anybody says. It is broken. So, I've done that. Let's go back. Oh, wait. Let me make sure of something. You know what? I just unbind shit. Like, at this point, I'm just unbinding things, hoping that fixes. That's the point I'm at. I don't even use the drone stuff, so... And then I have to go back out and back in to delete the original. It's just... Whoever did this, whoever coded should be kicked in the nuts at this point, in my opinion. So I'm just going to start deleting bindings for things that I know I'm not going to use right now. Maybe that'll help. Like, at this point, seriously, that's what I've come to. Like, maybe this will help. Maybe this will help fix it for a minute. Now, look, I would love to be able to delete all those without having to go back in here 3 times, but I can't. Once I delete one, then they all disappear. Unless, yeah, like, I just want to delete the main one. Also, I've come in here before to delete the main one. If you look in the left side over here, up above that, it says drone translation. That's the main one that I wanted to delete. And I've come in here before to just delete the main one, not changed anything, not chosen any of the secondaries or the conflicts, because then it'll delete those. And then click this, and it has actually gone and deleted one of the conflicts, even though in the top left it says the one that should be chosen is the drone X translation. Controls are broken. They are broken in this game. So let's hope it doesn't do any of that crazy stuff. I'm just going to get rid of all the drone crap. I mean, I'm so frustrated at this point. I'm trying everything to work around their trash at this point. That's the way I feel about it. Again, the game isn't trash, but a lot of the aspects of it are broken. This is the worst part of it. Because it's hard to get by this when it's so inconsistent and unreliable. It's really hard to get by it. External cameras. Yeah, I need those in case I go to external view. Fixed cameras. I really don't know about those. Instrument views, I've got those set to scroll through the instruments. Smart camera. No. True cockpit mode. I wonder if this would be a better setting than trying to do custom camera. Save the current position of the home cock. Maybe this would be better. Maybe this will work better than, you know what? I'm going to try this. Save home cockpit camera. We're going to set that to the exact same thing I have the other one set to. And then reset. Now we're going to go out and test it and see if it messes up and if I need to come back in and remove it from the custom camera. Okay, let's do this. This is where, this is about where I want it for typical normal flight, if I can get it lined up. Okay, so we're going to do this. Are you fucking kidding me? Now I have no... Okay, let's go in and change and remove it from the other and see if... Oh my god, dude. I swear to Christ. Osobo, you suck so bad at controls in this. I don't know what the hell. So if I do this... What the... See? I'm trying to do it, and it reads it as doing it in the UI and not tracking what I wanted it to do. So I come over here, search by input, RB, tap, and this is what I get. It moves me. It actually does the RB in the UI as opposed... Are you... Oh my god, this fucking... Seriously? If you know what? Asobo, Microstore, this is unfucking believable at this point. Like this is... So now I can't do it? Yeah, because as soon as I release, it does that. So I go over here. I tell it I want to search by input. I press RB, right stick. But as soon as I release the RB, this is what it does. It reads it as in the UI. This is good coding. This is what $1 million, billion-dollar companies like Microsoft do. This is what Asobo does, and I know they've made money. I can't call them a billion-dollar company, but this is what they call good coding. When I'm done with this, I'm going to change it to broken controls again, as part of the title. This is horrible. This is absolutely fucking trash at this point, in my opinion. Oh my god! And then it reads that too. So not only does it move it from controls, like it reads the R button when I do it quickly, and then it goes up like I press the R stick in as well. I mean, this is shit. This is absolute pile. The only difference between the controls in this game and a farm covered in cow shit is that the cow shit has a use. It reliably fertilizes the ground. It gives nutrients. It helps plants grow. The shit in the controls in this game, they're useless. That's my opinion. I'm standing by it. And that's why I put if controls cooperate. I mean, oh my god, dude. And did you notice a minute ago when I did RB, and if you go back in the video a little bit, when I did this, it wasn't doing that. Do you see how it's inconsistent? Do you see what I'm saying? So now if I come over here and I do this to go back to this, you literally have to like navigate their crap and you have to troubleshoot and try to get around. They have blocks. It's like they don't want you to play the game. That's how. But that's if I had to guess, and if I come up with some crazy, conspiracy theory, someone in the coding said I'll make it so they don't even want to play the game. That's how I feel. And if you go over here and look, you can. Oh my god! All right, so we're going to remove. Oh my god. Now let's see. Right stick. Yep, and then it loads that up there. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Okay, so we're gonna remove the reset cockpit view and the load custom camera. We're just gonna remove those. and see if they're causing the issue. We'll leave it on reset home. Leave that there. Wow. And we're going to remove this. So now when I right button and right stick click, it should save the home cockpit camera. And then when I right stick click by itself without the modifier of the RB, it should reset the home cockpit camera to what I want. Oh, we got to remove this too. So there's no conflicts there. Those are the only things having to do with that are in there. This is what the game's telling me. So maybe I'll get lucky and it'll work. So we're going to come down here. We're just going to save some stupid things so we can definitely tell. Right button, right stick. Now nothing's happening. Nothing's happening when I hit the right button. It's not doing any of them. I had to use my mouse to get it to do that. Yeah, nothing happens. So that doesn't even work. I want this to be my home cockpit camera. Right here. Just like this. Right button modifier. Right stick click. Now, when I turn away, if it worked right, when I hit the right stick click, it should take me back. Doesn't do a damn thing. Nothing. Is that user error? Tell me. Because I don't think it is. Because no matter how I try this, it works, doesn't work, works, doesn't work, doesn't work, doesn't work, doesn't work, does what it wants to do even though it's not bound that way, doesn't do things that it is bound. I don't believe that's user. I don't believe that's user at this point. Controller. Got to go. Oh my God. Search by input, right stick, and of course it takes me up there. Thank you very much, Asobo. You're real helpful. Then I got, oh my God. So I got to do it again. Then this, then get out of that, then go here, then click on this, then come over here, then remove, delete that, then back, then here, because it doesn't work. Saving home cockpit camera is not doing anything for me. Delete that. Okay. Now I have to go back to controller. Oh my God. What is it doing now? Then I have to come back over here, click on this, go back down to camera. It's almost work to get this game to work when it comes to controls. That's how annoying this is at this point. So then I'm going to come back in. I'm going to tell it that I want to... As soon as I get down, as soon as I find it. I want this to be load custom camera 0. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to right click. So, oh, look at that. It took me back up there. What a surprise. The UI is confused about what I'm trying to do. It doesn't block out the actual UI things that I would do if I wasn't actually binding something or searching for by input. It literally does that and then does other things. Just like it would move the controls up there to accessibility when I hit RB and then hit the right stick, and it would move that and then also move me up to there. You can say whatever you want if you want to be a fanboy of the game. This is trash. This is absolute trash. Again, if they would fix these things, and they may be working on it, I can only tell you what I'm seeing right now. If they would fix these things, this game could be amazing. Save custom cameras. I love the career mode in this game. I like that they added there's missions and things to do, and which is what was missing from Microsoft 2020 or Flight Sim 2020. But it comes with such a penalty at this point that you literally feel like you're being punished for playing the game. I feel like they're punishing me for buying and playing this game. That's what I feel like. Now I'll go to custom camera 0. I want that to be right button, right stick click, okay? And then I'm going to come back over here, and just to make sure they are saved to my profiles, as you see, and then I go to here, apply to all aircraft. It's never done anything yet. It still doesn't work in other aircraft that they provide me. This is one that they've provided me for this job because I'm working as an employee, not my own business with my own plane. So it's even more likely that it's not going to work. Apply to all aircraft, already did that. I don't mess with it specific. I don't want it specific. I just apply it to all aircraft. So this is irrelevant to me. Then I come back out. I'm going to save. Stupid look. Nope. This is what I get. These are my two things now. I didn't even save it down there. I've never saved a view like this at this angle. Never in this plane. Through the whole time I've started playing today. I just want people to see this. They may not see it. They can whine and fanboy all they want, or they can just go investigate this stuff. Because if this is just me, then something happened to my install. And there's nothing wrong with my install per Steam. Okay? There's nothing wrong with it that I've seen from Microsoft. The only thing that's wrong is the game itself so far. Okay, so we're going to save this to here. Then I'm going to hit this button. Oh my God, it just worked. Do you see what I'm talking about? Now it's saving my custom camera like I want. This is what I'm talking about. Do I even have enough fuel to complete this? Fuel quantity? I mean, I've been sitting here running for 12. But anyway, let's try to do this mission. We'll turn this off. We'll announce taxi. Just
24 Juliet traffic in 01776 Bravo Echo Uniform.
And here we go,
501
adding
tree
50
is
numbers
taxi
afterwards.
to runway 25.
I don't need all that. I constantly have to delete that when I'm free flight too. And yet it constantly adds it back. All right, let's check the lights. Now, while it's working, I better take advantage. Yeah, I didn't even turn on we'll turn on beacon. We don't need that right now. Taxi, nav, then strobe. I normally would wait till I got out to the hold point and turn it on so I don't blind people or whatever, but you know what? They'll get over it. And oh, hold on. Let's do this just so I feel more like a pilot. Clear prop. Clear prop. Okay. Now we're going to do this. Get the hell out of the way. What I really wanted to yell a lot of times, especially when there was nobody around and I knew there was no danger, and I had walked around the plane and just gotten in, and I would have seen if somebody came up, unless it's some 2-year-old kid that's just running around the airport for some reason, I would have seen. What I really wanted to yell out the window a lot of times was, get the fuck out of the way, I'm starting the plane. Move. Fucking propeller coming through. But, you know, somebody would have complained about that. Everybody's thin-skinned. All right, let's go. Before I can't fly, before something else breaks in this fucking game. Also, it's a pain. I tried to bind using right button. So at one point, before I go, I had it bound to where right button and right stick up and down would adjust the trim. And then that suddenly stopped working. And so I unbound it and rebound it, and it would never work. When I would hit the right button, which is the modifier, and then the up and down of this, it would still move my head, which it wasn't doing before, while adjusting the trim. So I tried to bind it to where it would adjust the throttle that way. And what would happen is I would hit the right button, and instead of it sticking right here and then the throttle going up and down when I used the right stick, because I'm using the modifier right button, it would move my head up and down. So I was throttling like this in the plane. I mean, broken. So now I can't have it still bound to the stick at all. If I try to use RB, a modifier, with the right stick, my head moves, which it wasn't doing before, like I said. And what? Look at the... Hold up. So now it's supposed to be going from here to a back. This is what it's doing. It is on its own now. It has bound itself to out the left front window on its own. So we're going to try to bind it again. Right button, right here. Right button, right stick. Okay, now it's working again. Now it's doing this again. I didn't bind it to this. This is what it's doing on its own. Maybe it doesn't like the reset in there. I swear to fuck. Hold on. Back we go into the fucking broken ass controls. Actually, let's do this. See, now I bet I have to go in and tell it reset camera. And it has to be reset camera along with the load custom camera 0, or it doesn't work. And that sometimes fixes it anyway. Let's go see. They don't want me to play this game. They want to make it as difficult as possible to play this game. It is broken with regard to the controls, which is all I'm going to talk about right now. So let's go down here. Let's find reset camera. Oh my God, dude. You think you have it fixed? You think you have a workaround? You think you got it working? And then it starts doing things that you just, what? You're just going, why are you doing that? What are you doing? Why? So I'll do reset cockpit view. And now, if I come here, I have reset cockpit view as right stick in, load custom camera is right stick in, and modifier right button plus right stick in to save custom camera 0. All right, let's try it. Let's try it again. Hold on. Let me try to get where I want with the controller. Let's try this. Right button, modifier, right stick, click. Nope. It just resets it to here because now it's conflicting with that when before it was working. Unreliable, illogical, inconsistent. Unreliable, illogical, inconsistent. That's going to be controls equal broken, unreliable, illogical, inconsistent. That's what I'm going to retitle this video when I'm done, because that's what I feel I'm getting from this game. So now I can't have a custom camera. It just suddenly doesn't want to work. I swear to fucking Christ, dude. I'm telling you, I've never played a game. Even 2020 had issues, but I have never played a game, any game. I don't even think it's just a flight sim. Any game that has had this many issues with control bindings. Never in my life. And I've been gaming for a long time. I have played a crap ton of games, and some of them were so bad I wanted to kick myself in the nads. But this game makes me want to set myself on fire and run around in the street naked, screaming, "It's broken! It's broken! Dear God Almighty, the controls are broken. Help us!" That's what this game makes me feel like. I don't even know what to say. Oh, look, it goes up there. Search by input. Look, back up there again. And then I can't get out of that unless I hit it again. And sometimes it'll clear this when I do that. Oh, man. Good job, guys. Good job, Asobo. I mean, fucking, yeah, this is good. I see, now I'm wanting to curse like a fucking sailor. I'm telling you. So this is what I have to navigate. This is why I'm so frustrated with this game. This is what I have to navigate. You know what? I'm going to kill the stream and restart it so that I can have a short video of this kind of stuff. And this is just I want you to keep in mind. Like an iceberg, you only see a certain portion of it sticking up above. And what's underneath is what you really have to worry about, because that's the part you don't know how big is and you may hit or have issues with. That's what this game is like. It's like a huge iceberg of shit floating in the ocean. And you only see the top until you really get into the game or get closer and closer. And before you know it, you got a hole in the side of your ship and you're sinking to the death. That's it. That's it. I'm going to kill this and I'm going to restart the stream. This is, that's it.